Birds begin life inside hard-shelled eggs, laid by the female. The young bird grows from a single cell into a chick, protected by the eggshell. When it is ready to survive in the outside world, it cracks open the shell and hatches out. The time for incubation varies widely from species to species. Roughly speaking, small songbirds take between 10 days and 2 weeks to hatch and the same amount to fledge. Larger birds such as woodpeckers may take 3 weeks to a month to fledge. The female lays only 2 eggs at a time, each about the size of a coffee bean. The brilliant, iridescent colors of the bee hummingbird's feathers make the bird seem like a tiny jewel. Most weigh no more than a gram, or less than a paperclip. Hummingbird nestlings hatch from their eggs after approximately 2 weeks. Bee hummingbird's eggs has an average size of 0.5 inches length by 0.3 inches in width. Robin bird eggs has an average size of 1.15 inch in length by 0.8 inches width. Female robins lay only 1 bright blue egg per day and typically lay 3 or 4 eggs in total, seldom a clutch of 5. It means all the babies hatch close to the same time. Mother robins may start incubating their eggs during the evening after the second egg is laid, or after all the eggs are laid. They sit on the eggs for 12 to 14 days. Females house wrens can begin laying eggs as early as March in southern populations and as early as April in northern populations. Carolina wrens nesting in the northern part of the range generally raise 2 broods per year, while pairs in the southern part of the range can raise up to 3 broods. Wren's eggs has an average size of 0.7 inches length by 0.5 inches width. Incubation is probably mostly or entirely done by female at about 12 to 15 days. White-breasted nuthatch eggs has an average size of 0.75 inches length by 0.6 inches width. Mostly, in late April, the female will lay 5 to 9 eggs that are cream-colored with red speckles. The female incubates these eggs for 14 days until they hatch. Eastern bluebird eggs has an average size of 0.8 inches in length by 0.6 inches width. Bluebird eggs are powder blue in color and no dark spots, sometimes white. It is not common to have feathers in a bluebird nest, but eastern bluebirds had a few. In the case of most cavity nesters, 1 egg is laid 1 each day until the entire clutch is complete. Incubation will then begin. For bluebirds, incubation typically lasts approximately 12 to 14 days. After hatching, the chicks will remain in the nest for about 17 to 21 days. The turquoise parrot eggs has an average size of 0.85 inches length by 0.75 inches width. The turquoise parrot nests in vertical or near vertical hollows in living or dead trees. The eggs are laid on decayed wood dust or fine wood chips. Leaves and grass may also be brought to the nest by the female. Turquoise parrots can produce up to 3 clutches per year, each containing between 3 to 6 young. Eggs are incubated for approximately 18 days and fledge the nest at 4 weeks of age. They become fully independent 3 to 4 weeks later. House sparrow eggs are small, approximately 0.6 inches in width and 0.85 inch in length, and range in color from white to gray or can sometimes have a greenish tint. Eggs will also have brown specks or spots. Sparrows typically lay eggs during the nesting period in early spring and summer. Their nests are easy to identify. They always have a dome or roof over the nest and they always have feathers in them. Incubation is by both parents for 10 to 14 days. Incubation of Java sparrow's eggs starts just after the last one has been laid, with eggs hatching after just 12 to 15 days. These animals are considered endangered in the wild due to their decreasing wild population. Usually clutches 3 to 8 white eggs, and both sexes incubate the eggs for 13 to 15 days. The chicks fledge between 21 to 30 days after hatching. Java sparrow's eggs has an average size of 0.9 inches length by 0.6 inches width. As in other dove species, Barbary doves almost invariably lay 2 oval white eggs, 1 to 2 days apart. Chicks hatch after about 14 days incubation. Both sexes incubate and brood the young chicks for the first few days after hatching, the male doing so mostly during the middle of the day, the female overnight. Barbary dove's eggs has an average size of 1.1 inches length by 0.85 inches in width. A chicken egg can be either fertilized or unfertilized, and is the perfect little package. An average-sized egg weighs about 50 grams, however this will vary depending on the chicken breed. Chicken eggs has an average size of 2 inches in length by 1.6 inches in width. Hens need 12 to 14 hours of daylight each day to produce eggs. So, a hen will lay 1 egg every day or every other day, as long as she gets 12 to 14 hours of light each day. Chicken typically lays around 12 eggs. In nature, when the female chicken has laid about 12 eggs, she stops releasing egg cells from her body stores. But if humans keep taking the eggs away, the female chicken will keep laying more eggs. The cassowary breeding season starts in May to June. Females lay 3 to 8 large, bright green or pale green blue eggs in each clutch into a heap of leaf litter prepared by the male. The eggs measure about 3.5 inches length by 5.5 inches in width. The incubation period is 49 to 63 days. The eggs are laid at the time interval of 5 to 7 days. Cassowary's preferred habitat is the dense rainforests of New Guinea and northern Australia. Females lay 4 to 6 eggs, and will keep the eggs warm for 32 to 37 days until the eggs hatch. Trumpeter swan eggs have an average size of 4.5 inches in length by 2.8 inches in width. Baby swans are called cygnets. The young cygnets spend their first 24 hours in the nest, then begin to swim. They are able to fly and leave the nest after 91 to 119 days, but will stay near their parents until they are about a year old. In proportion to its body size, the female kiwi lays a bigger egg than almost any other bird. In fact, kiwi eggs are 6 times as big as normal for a bird of its size. While an ostrich may lay the world's largest bird's egg, it is actually the smallest in proportion to the mother, just 2% of her body weight. Kiwi eggs have an average size of 4.7 inches in length by 3 inches in width. Kiwi invest a lot of energy in incubating their eggs. The average incubation time is 70 to 80 days, more than twice what is normal for a bird and about the same as the gestation period of a similar-sized mammal. The first verified occurrence of genetically identical avian twins was demonstrated in the emu birds. The egg's surface is granulated and pale green. During the incubation period, the egg turns dark green, although if the egg never hatches, it will turn white from the bleaching effect of the sun. Emu bird eggs has an average size of 5.1 inches in length by 3.5 inches in width. They are also great as a quick nutritious meal or snack. 1 emu egg is equal to about 8 to 10 chicken eggs. The incubation period for emus is 56 days, but it is good policy to check daily from day 50 to see if any chicks have hatched. The female lays between 5 and 15 eggs. The eggs are about the length of a human hand and a dark bluish green when first laid. Once the eggs are laid, the female leaves the nest and the male takes over the incubation process by sitting on the eggs to keep them warm. Ostrich eggs are 6 inches in diameter and can weigh up to 3 pounds. Eggs are laid in a communal nest called a dump nest, which can hold about 60 eggs at one time. Males, as well as females, sit on the eggs until they hatch, which can take 42 to 46 days. Ostrich eggs are the largest of all eggs, though they are actually the smallest eggs relative to the size of the adult bird. 1 ostrich egg can take the weight of about 220 kilograms vertically and 120 kilograms horizontally. This means you can stand on ostrich eggs and they will not break. The egg shell is 2 mm thick, which sounds like nothing but is the strongest shell of any egg. Under natural conditions, a female ostrich lays 12 to 18 eggs, and each giant ostrich egg is equivalent to about 24 chicken eggs.